How's it going? My name is Bill and I have a 2007 Dodge Caliber, and right now I have a problem. It's not wanting to start. So I've looked online. Looks like it might be the relay, and the reason why people are saying the relay is because the car doesn't even try to turn over when you try to start it. When I go to try to start it, all it does is turn on the lights and turn on the gauges. I'm going to go ahead and show you that here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start the car so that way you can see. So as you can see, it doesn't even try to turn over. No turning. Oops, accidentally hit the hazards. Alright. Okay, so now I have to get to where the relay is. And it's a little bit tricky. I'm going to have to take off to the front bumper and possibly the light. I'm not sure exactly, but this will be my first time taking this apart and removing it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it as well as I do it. Okay, so now I need to start taking some little bolts off. So got, looks like 2 right here. We'll see how many I actually have to take apart. Always want to make sure that you have somewhere to put these, so that way you can actually replace them or put them back as soon as you are done. So I just turn the wheel inward, so that way I can have a little bit better access to the working area. This one looks like it's only connected to the bumper and this little flap to prevent dirt from going in there. So we'll see. So there's these. Looks like I probably have to pump the hood. Alright, so I have to use a T20 in order to get these taken off. Qual comida mamãe vai fazer hoje?
Lasanha.
Muito bem.
Lasanha.
Essa é a máquina de catagrama, mas não preciso agora, tá bom? Já catei. Não preciso catagrama.
Não preciso catagrama.
My 2-year-old wants to cut the grass. He's grabbing the lawnmower and saying that we need to cut the grass. Okay, so I've got all the screws out, I think. Now I need to just figure out how to get the bumper off. So it's going to take me a second, and hopefully it comes off pretty easy. Hopefully I don't have to take off more parts of the car. It looks like there might be a couple more screws that are located right below the light. So the light fixture is here, and then I think there might be a couple of screws on both sides right here. So I'm gonna try go off camera and try and figure it out. Okay, so I found another little screw that I need to bolt that I need to attend to, which is right underneath there. You should be able to see it. Let's see if I can point to it. Right there. That little thing right there is going to prevent me from removing the bumper. I got one on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this so that way I don't have to do the entire side wall, the entire front 2/4 of my car. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the tripod again and see if I can get those 2 little bolts out, one on each side. Alright, let's get back to work. Alright, so what I'm trying to do now is remove these fender clips. These things are a pain. I wish they would just use bolts. But you have to take and pry it with 2 screwdrivers. I got these little tiny things. Hopefully they don't break. If they do, I've had them forever, so it'll be for good use as long as I can get all of them out first. But they have 2 parts. There's a part that spreads when they get popped in, so that way it secures on the other side, kind of like a butterfly clip. And then this piece right here pops in to spread. But when you pull it out, it causes the butterfly clips to retract and to be able to pull, hopefully, the clip out without breaking it. So that's what I'm going to try and do right now. We'll see if you can still be able to see. Maybe not. I'm going to try and find something else better to try and pry these out. I'll get back to you. I think I just figured out the best way and easiest way to remove a fender liner clip with common household tools. What I found to be the easiest thing to remove is 1 paint can opener and 1 common garden weed puller. Nice little fork on it. Alright, so what we need to do with the fender liner clips, you can't just pull on one side to remove it. You actually have to pull on 2 sides. So I'm going to use the little hook and I'm going to put it under, there's a little notch right in there. I'm just going to pry it in there. Okay, actually that works really good. So just pry it back a little bit. That actually worked really well. I'm going to rotate it so I can pry the other side. Like that. And then to finish it up, I'm going to take this fork right here and I'm going to put it right underneath. And I'm just going to pop it. Alright, there you go. We got that. Now we can access this is flexible, so I'm going to just put it up like that. Grab my flashlight so you can see what I'm doing. So there's a screw right in there. It's a little bolt, so we just have to undo it. I think it's the number 7 again. So I'll just go ahead and see if I can do this with this flashlight blinding me here. All right, that's awesome. Yeah, this looks like it's gonna probably come off unless there's one more. Let me just check. Oh, there might be a clip. I'll just take a look at that later. Let me get the other screw off real quick, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so now we got all of the screws, I think. Let's see if we can remove this fender. Okay, be careful because there's cables attached. Don't want to break anything. You know, I think I'm gonna put a box under it. I'm gonna set that right there for a second. Alright, so basically I don't want this thing to break the cables, and I don't really want to take cables off that I don't need to if I don't have to. So I'm just going to set it on something that raises it up a little bit and doesn't break the cables. Don't want to sever the cables. Alright. We got it off. I think I can access what I need to. Let's see. So we're looking at what we need to get to, this box right here. This is where the relays are. So we need to pop that open, and so we can access and see the relays that are in there. Let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty easy. All right. So everything on YouTube is showing me that that's what I need to replace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this out. Let's see. Make sure there's no corrosion on it. Just slide it back and forth to get it out. Doesn't look like there's any corrosion. All the wires look good. All the wires look good on that. Alright, I'm just going to set this up here because I don't want it to get lost. And I'm going to need this video probably to remember where all those screws go. So it's kind of good that I'm making this video anyway. Alright. So I'm going to see if I can find this on Amazon. If I can find this on Amazon, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Now if you like this video and this video helped you, please make sure and like it and share it with anyone else that you might think needs some assistance with their Dodge Caliber. So we'll see if we can get this thing fixed. I'm gonna go buy this part hopefully tomorrow. All right, so I've got the new part. So I'm just gonna take out the old little box here. So just this one right here. Everything on the internet shows just need to grab this one right here, and once I replace it, we'll see if my car will start. So you take it off. All right, there we go. So you can see maybe a little bit right here. It's kind of looks like has some little burning, so maybe it's not working inside. It might be a number of things. So if you go to a auto hobby shop and buy one of these things, like at O'Reilly's or AutoZone, you're looking at anywhere from 20 to 30 bucks. This one right here cost me basically $6, and this one right here cost me $8. I'm gonna try them out and see if one works or if they both work. So and I'll have a link directed in the notes below. And let me know if you like this video. Make any comments down below, or like it, share it, whatever it is. And if you have a Dodge Caliber, this is probably the reason if it's not starting, if this works. So we'll see. So we're going to try the 595 one first. Okay, I've got it in. Now I'm getting ready to turn over the car. Oh, look at that. Started right up. Take that one out. Let's put the $8 one in. I'm guessing it's going to work just as good. Look at that. Awesome. For the cost of, well, combined, we'll say 6 and 9, so 15 bucks. I got 2 of these little things. I'm probably gonna keep the other one just in case one of these other 4 go bad. But they both work, and so if you only need to buy one, you only buy one. You could spend the 6 bucks basically on the one, free shipping, and if you have Amazon Prime, you get it in like 1 to 2 days. So I am so glad that I looked on YouTube and found this. Again, if you like this video, please go ahead and like it, share it, leave a comment, let me know if this was able to help you out. My personal recommendation is do this before trying to buy a new battery or starter or alternator. Those things, my wife looked online while I was at work and said that the new starter was going to cost somewhere around 700 bucks. So yeah, I think a YouTube video and 6 bucks is definitely worth it. And if you have the time to take apart the front end, which didn't seem to be too difficult, well, I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. And if you want to stay around and watch what I do, go ahead. If not, have a good day, and I'm glad I was able to figure this out at a much cheaper price than having someone else do it for me. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is safely get this front portion back on here. Okay, so there's, on both sides, there's a plastic rest that it goes on right here. I'm gonna bring it in close so you can actually see. So we're looking at this little piece right here. So now I'm going to show you on the, it's going to slide right into this part right here. And that's going to be our initial hold for the hood of for the front of the car. And again, I put this mat down here so that way I wouldn't have to unhook my fog lights and then have to do that extra work to do it. If you don't have fog lights, you might not have anything there. So, alright, got that one. looks like it slides up. I might have to secure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to secure. I may need to secure it a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Let's see here. All right. So that's on. Now I need to just reverse what I did. So I think I'm gonna put the ones in the top first. So that way it's secured. And then I can go ahead and do the other ones that are a little bit more difficult and get those taken care of. So, all right. Now as a reminder, these are on the top, the 6 that are on top. It's the 6T20 little star screws. So I'm not sure what the technical term for it is, but if you just know that it's the T20 bit, and then you look at that, you'll definitely be able to tell what needs to go here. I always like to do opposite ends first, and then work my way to the center, going back and forth the greatest distance. These don't need to be super tight, they just need to be secure. Part of the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I saw several pieces, but I never saw the entire thing, how to do it. So I wanted to make a video from beginning to end, how to do this. Alright, that's not going to go anywhere. Alright, so we're going to take, there's only 2, one on each side, and they both look identical. So we want to go ahead and put this one right here. If you forgot where it's at, you look right here, you're going to see a little plastic piece that comes up. That is just a spreader that this screw goes into, and that will help secure the screw and not fall out. So you just look for that. You feel right there. You're gonna have a little hole right there. That you can put this in. So we're gonna take that little screw bolt and put it right like that. Again, this doesn't need to be super tight. You don't need to put any torque on it. It just needs to be snug. Alright, that one's good. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And I forgot to put this back on. Let's see if I can put it on real quick. Where's I'm going to show you where this is, so that way you know where it's at with the fender on. And maybe if you have the dexterity, you might be able to do this without actually taken the front fender off. See that right there? That's the one we just replaced right there. So, let me see if I can raise this up and secure this right there. And see if I have some dexterity. Alright, so I just put this flat back behind here. You may need to put a little bit of support on the back of the flat because it's kind of flimsy. So just at least to get it started. You don't need to put a lot of pressure on it. Okay, I think that's good. Now for the little plug that goes in the back there, I'm gonna need to rotate the tire. So when you go to put this back in, it's pretty simple. It's even simpler than pulling it out. Just split right here. You just have to squeeze it together. And then press it in. And then pop it in. Press, then pop. All right. Again, my name is Bill. And if you like this video, like it, thumbs up, all that other fun stuff. Enjoy. And thank you for your time.